Bambina, what is really happening? Have the insecurity in this nation gotten to the extent that even in our NYSC manual books, it is now written as a safety tips that anytime you're applying federal routes, that you should call a loved one that will pay your ransom so that the person will make the ransom handy in case you are kidnapped. I would like you to watch it via Arise Television journalists analyzing it, talking about it, and I want to get your own reaction, and I want you to subscribe to this channel.
It's been over 100 days since the abduction of 8 young men and women of the National Youth Service Corps who were traveling from Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital, to Sokoto State to begin their year-long National Youth Service. The 8 victims were kidnapped on Saturday, August 17th in Zamfara State from a commercial bus branded with Akwa Ibom State government. Nigerians on social media have raised the alarm, calling on the federal government, the Akwa Ibom State government, and the NYSC management to make public any information relating to their kidnap, while praying for their safety in the hands of their abductors in the forests of Zamfara. My heart goes out to the family members of these young people, Nigerians. I mean, earlier this morning we discussed the bombardment that occurred in Kaduna State, where over 30 people died from mishap. I don't even know what to call it. And now we're still waiting for our young people that have been kidnapped. We don't know where they are at this point, whether they're in the Zamfara forest. Obviously, these terrorists know what they're doing. But a lot of people have talked about the fact that even the handbook, the NYSC handbook, which, was published, you can see there where, they say when traveling in high roads such as Abuja, Kaduna, Abuja, Lokoja, Okene, or Aba, Port Harcourt roads, then alert your family members, friends, and colleagues in order to have someone on hand to pay off the ransom that could be demanded. I mean, if we can have that in our handbook, I mean, where are we going here?
So the truth has to be said. What's our level of investigation thus far? Because I always hear this narrative, but I don't want to believe it's true, that if we truly want to work, if the security agencies truly want to work in the country, they get the job done. Over 100 days, what's the level of our mapping? What's the level of our conversation even with the kidnappers? Because it looks as though we've left these people to chance. And that's also the part of the inequality we have in this country. If it's a big person or a relative of somebody high up there that is kidnapped like this, are we just going to keep quiet?
No, we saw the kidnappings that occurred where big people were, involved, and they were released almost immediately.
Yeah. So the question is, what is even the NYSC doing? If my memory serves me right, I think there was an incident of a kidnapping many years ago. Then Brigadier Okoriafia was the head of NYSC. And we know the decisive role he made in releasing those people quickly. In fact, it was said that he was really miffed at the fact that his corps members, was like, you kidnapped my corps members, and action happened, and they came out. So what's the role of NYSC? Because I don't want to understand that we've not really been able to hear anything from the NYSC, and since the NYSC will be a paramilitary body of some sort, where people or corps members go through military training. So the head of NYSC too should be able to speak as regards this. We are hearing about the drones that kill people in Kaduna. Where are those surveillance drones? Why can't we use them to start tracking all the forests where these people can probably be? Is it like finding a needle in a haystack that people will just be kidnapped in the country and we don't know what's going on? Isn't it sad enough that corps members get killed during elections? Now they are being kidnapped just for serving their country? So a lot more needs to be done. And it's a national indictment on us. Over 100 days, nothing has happened. And at the same time, we hear security officials say, hey, we are not collecting enough money, we want more money. The other day, the security officials went to the National Assembly. It was a tale of lamentations. Oh, we are not collecting enough money. The question is, with the little resource you have, what have you been able to do that? Over 100 days, a corps member has been kidnapped.
Yeah.
Somebody there to serve the Nigerian government. So what kind of nation are we building?
We are calling on the security forces,
So
the Nigerian police,
everybody
everyone
involved.
hands on deck to
Because the life of these Nigerians are as important as anything. But the question I'd like to ask you is, Oji, do we even truly care for lives? Over how many people bombed just like that?
Yeah.
The Air Force said it's not also. The IB said, okay, yes, we did. But no structured apology as regards what happened. If you look at the message, was very new as though we mistakenly apologize to the people and the lives.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Rufai. That was my own rhetoric. I was like, there needs to be an apology here. Those people that died were victims of circumstance, unfortunate incident that occurred. It should never, ever happen.